So everyone, Shaggy has gone to the vet. It's the big day. So he's not here with us for emotional, energetic support today. He's at the vet getting the snip. Let's send good vibes to our boy. Okay, please don't kill us, but don't be too nice either. Okay, noted. I got it. Feeling good, neck and shoulders tight. Yeah, I feel you. Okay. Okay. All right, we're all on the same page. Neck, shoulders, opening, somewhat stretchy. Don't kill you, but don't be too nice either. Specialty. Okay, let's do it. Let's lay down on our backs. Bring your feet up to the sky. You have your hands anywhere that feels comfortable. Staying here, or palms down by your side, walking your shoulder blades together underneath you, lifting up and over, plow pose. Once you get to plow pose, walk your shoulders a little bit closer together underneath you. Lift your chin away from your chest. And then try to lengthen your torso up. So when we come back here, normally we kind of let the torso slouch. Try to lift the tailbone nice and high to the sky. Maybe hands to low back to support you. You can interlace them, holding your own hands. Sending breath into the back body. If you like, you can soften your knees. Stretching out the spine. Big breath in. Big breath out. Sending breath into the back body to expand, create space. Release your hands, slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. And when you do, I want you to take an inhale, so don't do it yet, or come back. As you exhale, slowly just roll down like a couple vertebrae, like 2 or 3, and then pause as you exhale. Inhale to roll down a few more vertebrae. Keep your knees bent, your thighs close to your chest. Exhale, you pause. And let them really plant and root into the floor, your vertebrae. Inhale, you slowly roll all the way down. Happy baby, grabbing your feet. You can keep them a little closer for right now as we're still warming up, or you can open them up to 90 degrees, up to you. Tailbone down and forward. Okay, hug the knees in, rock and roll up and down for 3, 2. Cross your ankles, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, bend one knee, straighten the other. Work out all the kinks. Next inhale lifts you high to the tiptoes. You roll your sit bones a little higher, you melt your heart a little bit closer. Let your neck relax. Swing your head, yes. Keep pressing up and out of the hands, a little shake, no. And then a little wiggle side to side. Drop down to your knees. Walk your hands a little bit further forward. As you inhale, let your belly drop down, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift, a little rock through. Exhale, press back, round and curl. Press away from those hands. Ooh, round the spine. Inhale, belly drop, shoulder blades squeeze, eyes and chest lift, a little rock through. Exhale, press back, round and curl. Start to shift forward. Let your hips melt down to the floor. The shoulders can round forward here just for this time. Stretching the belly, deep breath in, and big breath out. Slowly release all the way down. Right arm out by your side, wrist and shoulder, one line. You roll open, left foot to the floor behind you. Sending breath into the center, your heart. Open, expand. Take your left hand either to the sky or you can bring it to your left thigh for 3. Let that elbow, the left elbow, naturally fall heavy towards the floor behind you. Encourage your shoulder blades together without forcing them together. There's a difference. Release, come back to center. Bend that right arm. 90 degrees. Take it out a little bit more beside you, so you're gonna kind of like take a little shift towards the right a little more and then open back up. Left hand to the sky. You don't want to push it like you do in your hips. So just a little baby bit of sensation. And if you are super mobile, as I know some of you are, don't play too deeply into your flexibility. If you are someone who's hypermobile, I want you to really focus on activating. Press your hand down into the mat. Press your forearm down into the mat. And think about squeezing that right shoulder back in towards its socket. Nice. Slowly come back to center. Open your arm back up. We're going to roll back onto that right side. Take the left arm up to the sky. Maybe start to let it fall behind your back. Start to do like the Addams Family hand. And we'll see if you can find your right hand with your left fingers. I like to keep my bottom palm touching the floor instead of flipping it up because I find I lose the stretch through my front body. So see if you can just flip your fingers up. Use the inhale to the center of your chest. Exhale, slide your shoulder blades a little closer together. Slowly release. Come back through center, both hands underneath the shoulders. We press back. Tabletop and child's pose, hips to heels. Notice the sensation and the difference between the right and the left arm. Deep breath in between the shoulder blades, let the back body rise. Big breath out to activate, press down into the floor, roll the elbows down. And slowly roll all the way up to seated onto your heels. Inhale, we come all the way up. Interlace your hands behind your back. Wrap your fist around that left hip. Elbows squeeze together behind your back, and this is important. So elbows squeeze together, then they press down. Making sure that when you squeeze those elbows together, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen that the ribs flare. As you exhale, pull them back in. Left ear, left shoulder. And little micro adjustments with your chin. Semicircles. So keep your chin close to your chest. Drop your ear to the left. Bring your chin up to the sky. And then just go ear back to left shoulder. Keep squeezing, shoulder blades together and down, elbows together and down. Right shoulder presses away from the ear. Nice. Slowly release. We come back to center. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, right hand comes behind you. Going for a bind. So, if you have a shirt on, you can grab your shirt or your bra. If you can find your fingers, find the fingers. Right elbow drops down to the floor and squeeze the right shoulder blade back to spine. If you can interlace your hands, press your head into the back of your left arm for 3. Squeeze those upper ribs in, 2, Slowly release. Take your arms out nice and wide. Hands reach forward in front of you. Flex your hands, fingers to sky. And then hands come down to the floor. Heel of the hand in line with your knees. Press onto the tops of the feet. Squeeze your knees to your chest for 3. For 2. Slowly come down. Walk your hands a little bit closer to you. So hands more to the center of your thigh. You're going to press into the tops of the feet. This time you're pressing into the ground. Round the spine. Lift knees to nips. Lift your bum. We hold. A little bit of core. Shoulders past your wrist. Float your right heel. 3, 2, switch. Left toes float. 3, 2, switch. Keep pressing out of the floor. Hips high, knees to chest. 3, 2, switch. Left toes. 3, hollow. Press out of the floor. Use the ground to round the spine. Slowly come all the way down. Walk it back out. Tabletop. Tuck the toes. Down dog. Take your feet a little bit wider. Lift high to the tiptoes. Look at your belly button. Round and ripple the spine forward. Knees hit the floor. Hips hit the floor. Let the shoulders round forward just for here. Stretching the belly. 3, and you can take a little wiggle side to side. Feel out the spine. 2. Slowly come all the way down. Left arm out beside you. Wrist and shoulder, one line. Roll open. Right foot to the floor behind you. Inhale into the center of your chest. Inflate. Expand. Exhale, right hand comes up to the sky. You can keep it there. You can let gravity take it open, or you bring your right hand to the right thigh. And I always like to encourage a little space in my right side hip flexor. So I bring the heel of the hand like right into that crease in the front of the leg and just gently in and up or away. Slowly come back to center. Bend the arm at 90 degrees and then kind of shift yourself over a little bit so you take up a bit more space. Rolling your heart open. Remember, your shoulders, very, very delicate muscles. Not like our hips that are super dense, super strong muscles. So when we're stretching shoulders, just enough sensation. You don't want it to be screaming at you. Just enough. Slowly come back to center. Take the left arm out beside you. We roll open. Right hand back up to the sky. See if you can find, what's the hand's name? Is it thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, thing. So try to use your hand, be thing. Find your other hand. Make contact. And if you do, don't flip your bottom palm up. So you're just flipping the fingers up. Your palm is still touching the floor. Or facing the floor, rather. Nice. Slowly come back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press up and back to child's pose, hips to heels. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Roll your way up to seated. Interlace your hands behind your back. This time you're wrapping that fist around to the right hip. Elbows squeeze together and then press down. Upper ribs squeeze in. Right ear drops to right shoulder.